if we start dwelling on whatever our mind is thinking, our thinking starts stinking. Suppose we notice that something is stinking in our house, we will immediately find and remove it. We need to do something similar when something inside us starts stinking. What does inner stinking mean? It means that our thoughts become filled with such negativity and animosity that people find being with us unbearable, or even we find being with ourselves unbearable, alone with our thoughts. When that happens, such obsessively gloomy thinking is characteristic of a perverse determination in the mode of ignorance. The Bhagavad-gita 18:35 states, या स्वप्नम भयम शोकम विषादम मदमेव च न विमुंचति दुर्मेधा ऋति सा पार्थ तामसी. How do we end up with such thinking? Because we indiscriminately pander to our mind. Our mind is materially attached, and by default it craves for various material things and carps, complains when they are not available. If we keep dwelling on whatever the mind is thinking, and soon our thinking becomes consumed with craving and carping. Now, most of the mind's cravings are for things which are unattainable. And when we are repeatedly unable to get what the mind is craving for, the mind starts carping compulsively. And we end up resenting, blaming, moping. We rail at the world, at people, at ourselves. The world is unfair. People are uncaring. We are untalented. Over time, such thinking, such railing degenerates till we start thinking the world is cruel. People are backstabbers. And we are hopeless. When our thinking starts stinking like this, life itself becomes misery. Existence itself becomes misery. Because we are always thinking, and thinking itself makes us miserable. However, our fiendish mind doesn't stop with that. It further makes us slave feverishly to fix whatever it is carping about. But that is a futile endeavor. We need to first fix the mind by stopping its thinking. How can we do that? By challenging its conception of what is enjoyable. For issuing such a challenge, the Gita equips us with empowering spiritual identity, insights about the nature of real happiness. It explains that we are at our core souls, and we can find lasting happiness by realizing our spiritual identity and connecting with the whole. Krishna, whose parts we are, He is all attractive and is the reservoir of all enjoyment. once we intellectually understand that we don't need the things the mind is craving for to be happy, then we stop entertaining its compulsive craving and carping. And if we start practicing Bhakti Yoga, we slowly experience inner satisfaction, which gives us the experiential conviction to reject the mind's conception of enjoyment. And further, if we practice Bhakti Yoga steadily, then we become mentally attached to Krishna and He becomes the home of our thoughts. At that point, our thinking itself becomes thrilling. As the Bhagavad-gita tells in its conclusion, Rishyami cha muhurmuhu. We rejoice at every moment. Thank you.